Mike,
Yeah.
what's this?
So this is, well, what we're thinking is a Baja Warrior 200. It's my new mini bike. Well, our new mini bike. It's the Pints and Pistons testing mini bike.
We are in the middle of the Pints and Pistons testing facility.
Yeah,
We are.
Filled with trash. Anyway, so it's already 212 Predator swapped on it. Just removed. Oh yeah, I'm spilling oil everywhere. Just removed the governor today. So before we were hitting exactly 30 miles per hour, had really, really good acceleration on it. It was just like, it would pull the front wheel off the ground and then just hit 30. So this is going to make it to where we go from 4,000 to about 6,000 RPMs. Do have a new performance carburetor from it, the Mikuni 22 carburetor. I need to order a new throttle cable because it needs to have the little ball at the end in order to hook into the Mikuni. But with that, we should gain 1.5 to 2 horsepower, and that's going off of something that started with 6.5 horsepower.
So 1.5 to 2 horsepower never sounds like a lot just in the number, but when you look at a percentage of the original engine, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like that's heads and cam swap on an LS or a small block Ford.
Yeah.
Like that's
big. So just did got the front cover back onto it. Did a RTV gasket because I wasn't trying to find a Predator gasket somewhere. Mini bike.
Poor man's Honda Bond.
It is a mini bike, man. Just use some black RTV, and there we go. Just filled it with oil.
What we're going to do is we're going to take it outside and run it and see if it leaks, right?
Yeah,
and then,
I mean, so far I don't see any leaks going off of it. It's been over an hour, about an hour and a half of time. So, I mean, there's one little tiny squishy spot where there's stuff sticking out, but it's nothing bad. I mean,
I think
it all had a few mini ugga-duggas on it, so torque is to spec.
Torque is to spec.
I didn't go ping. I just did a ting like, and then.
Yeah, like
but I went around with an actual ratchet and by hand getting it.
The organic torque wrench.
Yeah.
It's torque to spec. We're good.
As the wonderful YouTube channel Cars and Cameras, go check them out because this is what they do. They said the torque specs. So we don't know. We just go one not ugga dugga from the thing. Just
Wait,
one,
he said
just one.
But you were using an impact.
Well, no, I did.
He used an impact to sort him down, but then he went after.
Oh, you did the one.
Oh, yeah.
You did the one.
Yeah.
We're good then.
We're
good.
He followed that with the organic torque wrench.
So I was using the impact just to get them in there, like
You were doing the snugga dugga.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just lightly got them in there because I was tired of doing them by hand. Got them in there, and then I went well in an X pattern. Yeah. But
Predator 212, baby. Well, let's roll it out and see if it leaks.
yeah.
It would be interesting at some point to count all the teeth and figure out what the final drive ratio is.
Because
from the crankshaft to the wheel, because there's definitely some gear reduction going on.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that. So I have found a wonderful website called GoPowersports.com that does nothing but mini bikes, go-karts, all
That's where
that.
you're planning to get your exhaust from.
Planning on getting the exhaust from. That's where the Mikuni carburetor came from. That's where I'm going to get my throttle cable from, and that's also where I learned how to take the internal governor out of there. They're amazing wealth of knowledge on stuff like that. But yeah, so you can get new sprockets, and they actually are broken in half. Like you just bolt them together. You count how many teeth are on there, and you go from your acceleration is going to be an 80 tooth one to you want more top speed, you look at a 60 tooth one and all that. Depending on what it is, I mean, if down, and they're really not that expensive, $40 for a new sprocket.
Yeah.
So this one, if we do a 60, 65, we should be able to hit about 50.
But like I said, it also depends on what size your forward sprocket size here is, your jack shaft sprocket, and then your drive-driven sprocket onto here.
When we want
that dude was flat.
He was moving.
When we want to get to that point, we are no longer going to be running the centrifugal clutch up front with the jack shaft.
Are you gonna run a CVT then?
We'll be running torque converter to where it's the jack shaft basically goes up front. It goes into a torque converter in a bit. So basically, it flips it.
Have you looked at the Cosmic kits for that? Cosmic makes a lot of kits.
So that's one of them, and it's like $60. It basically reverses it to where that's gonna make it to where you get more off the line. And then also it will carry out for more top speed because of the way.
Once the fluid coupling fully hooks up, then you're.
Yep.
So it's torque multiplication down low.
Yep.
And then once it fluid couples, it's almost like just going one to one.
That sounds like what the motor needs, to be honest.
At that point, it is no longer chain driven in the front. It is a full on just a regular belt.
Yeah.
It is, and at that
Correct.
point, it's almost like CVT.
Correct. Yeah.
You know,
Well, let's roll it out.
I'm not gonna lie. From when I was a kid. Like I said, the go-karts, the lawnmower-powered go-karts we had when I was a kid, obviously had racing cars at the time, but for most of us that were just bombing around the neighborhood, it was the lawnmower-powered go-kart and the half go-kart mini bikes with lawnmower engines on them. The small things that they've come out with since then, like these torque converters and CVTs, I'm a little bit jealous that I didn't get to play with those when I was a kid.
Fair.
Well, and this really is, I mean, it's a side shaft, it's a horizontal shaft instead of a vertical shaft, but it's basically a generator motor.
Yeah.
And these are, I mean, the price has gone up on them, but wow, they're $149. If you get a coupon, you can get them for $100.
You can get one for $100.
But that's
like you can get an entire running brand new gasoline engine for $100
So what if you blow it up, right?
But you get it and literally take it out of the box. It doesn't have any fluids in it, so you don't have to worry about that. You pop that side cover off. You take the governor out, put it back together. Here you go. You have a 6.5.
And they make hot rod parts for these engines.
So completely stock. They're 6.5 horsepower and 11.5 pounds-feet of torque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
brother.
Right.
Heavy brother.
All right, yeah, it's your friend.
So let's
roll it out with it. Coming on this road too.
Yeah.
They know what's up.
So,
they know what's up.
Let's get this outside. I got a bigger motor.
He said, I got a bigger motor.
Yeah, you got to do something with the pull starter there.
All right, so the clutch was a little too tight.
Yeah.
Mike loosened it up, and we got it. It's going now.
We figured it out because when we pushed it up on the kickstand so the tire was off the ground, as soon as it started off, the tire started did that. Take a little more out of it.
Go right there. Good. You want to pull it?
All right, we're gonna try this one more time with feeling. If you get it.
All right, guys, I think we got clutch adjustment like dialed in. So we're meeting up with Mike right now. I got my car on with some lights for him. Jeez, that thing moves. How's it feel?
Dude, that little thing rips.
Okay,
You can hear it.
that's a lot faster.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking just a little bit more time tuning that clutch. And we'll probably have to do that clutch again after
That was just 30, and I wasn't even on it the whole entire time.
I'm pretty sure after the carburetor and the pipe, we're probably going to have to tune that clutch a little bit more, but we're on to something here.
I think so. Come back around again, Mike. Oh, that little thing is a ripper, isn't it? That thing is a ripper.
That thing